Hi, everyone. I'm back again, and my question for you tonight is: are you the type of person or leader who would rather wait until things are as perfect as possible before you launch your journey towards whatever that career, that promotion, that job you want, that business you're dreaming about, that whatever it is that you want to achieve? Before you do that, you want things to be lined up as perfectly as possible? Or, are you the type who will just put your authentic self out there and know that the more you do it, the better you'll get? And so rather than wait and wait and wait, just gonna jump in with both feet. Hi, I'm Diana Alexander, again here with you. This is one straight week for me now that I've been posting on social media. I started last week Sunday, and now here I am on Sunday, September 7th, and I've been posting 7 days in a row, going from not knowing what the heck I'm doing to just doing it. So obviously, the answer to my question for me right now, at least, is that I'd rather be my authentic self and just get out there and do it, knowing that I'm going to get better and better. Things are going to get closer and closer to that quote perfection, though they'll never be perfect, rather than waiting and waiting and waiting. Because I did that for a couple of months. I was trying so hard to figure out, how can I get things lined up perfectly so I could hit the ground running and like start off with a bestseller. You know, that first book, I wanted to be a bestseller. I don't want it to be a hit and a miss, or a miss and a miss. I want to start off with a bang. I wanted to do this business with a bang. But what happened was I ended up not doing what my mentor said to do. And even though it's only been a couple of months since I started, I could be further down the road than I am right now. But I didn't want to start without looking as perfect as possible. And if you've been watching these videos I've been putting out, and I know some of you have, because I've gotten some phone calls, I've gotten some responses, and I do encourage you to respond. Answer the question. I'm not going to take your answer and target you and try to turn you into a business. But some people are calling me and giving me their answers. There's a handful of folks who have been responding on social media with their answers, but most of you, and at times I've seen over 300 views, but I don't hear you guys answering the questions that I've been asking. So please do. I think it would be interesting to hear your responses. They won't be judged, because if anybody's going to be judged, it's going to be me. I will say this. You knew that I wasn't going for perfection if you watched the video where I was swatting the gnats. I was out on the field with my son, my grandson, who was playing football, and I could not believe the number of gnats that were on that field that were bugging all of us. But I knew at that point, if I didn't make that video right then and there, I was not going to do it, and I was going to miss out on my commitment to post something every day, at least until I say I'm going to stop. So I did it anyway. I did 2 takes. And even though I thought, man, that take does not look great, I appreciated the words that were coming out of my mouth, the sentiment that was coming out of my heart. And I decided, just go for it. Because if nothing else, you're going to be a good example to people who feel like, I can't do this without things being perfect. What Diana Alexander is trying to do is to be my authentic self. And this is interesting for me because I'm used to perfection. I'm the kind of person who, I'm used to speaking all the time. You can ask me to speak 5 minutes before and I can pretty much jump up and do a great speech. That's just me. It's just part of my gifting. But what I'm not used to is producing and editing, videotaping and posting and doing all that on my own. I'm used to having people, teams around me who just come and make everything look perfect. I'm used to saying, okay, what time do you want me to be there? Yeah, I could be there at that time. Sure. I'm just going to show up. I've got my script down. Or if they had to have a teleprompter, which was rare, there'd be a teleprompter. But if you ask most of the people who worked with me in my job over the 32 years that I worked, they will tell you I usually was a one-take person. They could tell me, this is what we want. This is kind of what we want you to say. I would put it together. I'd do it in one take, and boom, I'm walking away, and it was a great video. I was the video queen even during COVID. Being videotaped, interviewing Board of Supervisor members, churches, even did a video with a real estate big time real estate gentleman in Redlands on how to be COVID friendly, use COVID friendly practices while still showing a house and keeping your real estate business going. Because as a county, we were trying to help people to maintain their businesses but still be COVID compliant. So I'm a queen at getting on here talking, but all that stuff you have to do to make it work, this is all new for me. So I'm trying to learn it so that as I build my business and I eventually get to the point where I do have a team, and yes, that is my goal, that I will have a team who will get me back into, Diana, just show up, look decent, and we're going to film it, we're going to post it, we're going to edit it, we're going to do everything. That's part of my goal for this LLC, Diana Alexander Consulting LLC, that I have launched. When that time comes, I will know all the back end. And I'm kind of excited about that because in this new journey in my life post-retirement, this is a great thing. So what am I doing now? I'm talking to you who are out there listening, you who may have dreams and goals and desires. And can I clarify something? When I say that my target audience is women in business, it can be anybody. It doesn't mean you have to have your own business. It doesn't mean you have to be an executive already. You can be at any level in your career. In fact, probably the sooner or the earlier in your career, the better. So you can learn lessons that it took the rest of us years to learn. You can take advantage of the experience of someone like me who is now a retired senior citizen, who was an executive, who got a lot of promotions, learned a whole lot, accomplished a lot of good in her job, in her city, in her community, in her county, accomplishing still, and at my church, and even impacting other countries. I got a chance to do things that impact other countries. But why is that? It's because I learned how to just be my authentic self and not wait for perfection. Yes, perfection would be wonderful, but who's perfect? If you keep waiting for that, you're never going to get out of the gate. So it's time for us to just step up and do. It may be ugly. There have been some videos I've looked at and I thought, ooh, I do not like the way I looked on that video, but I need to get this done, so I'm going to get it out there. Okay, I stumbled a little. I'm not used to being a stumbler. I'm used to my videos just going smoothly. And because I was known for that, you end up putting yourself on this pedestal, and then you create these high expectations for yourself. Well, I'm kind of trying to be done with that because my mentor, my main mentor, Dr. Sonia Stribling, she said, just do it ugly, but just do it. Because the more you do it, the more you're going to get used to doing it, the more you're going to get comfortable, the more you're going to learn how to do it, the more people are going to get to know you, the more you're going to attract more people, and the more you're going to be able to do what you want to do, which is to pour my heart out unto others who can take advantage of what I've learned. Guess what? Even though eventually I'm going to be charging for the work that I do, I'm doing that because of the psychological need to charge. And of course, who doesn't want to make money? But I could not do this business and be perfectly fine because God has blessed me where I don't really have to make money at this point in my life. I'm in such a good place. But in spite of that, where I could just rest and travel, which I will continue to do, and be with my family, which I will continue to do, I could just chill right now and just go have fun and go shopping and hang out with the kids and the grandkids and my girlfriends and guy friends and just do whatever I want to do. But there's this drive in me to do this for you. And I think it's going to ultimately do something more for me because I'm not finished yet. So I'm trying to pour into all of you, which is why I'm asking these questions, going on social media, posting these posts. And I'm hearing people say, I'm really enjoying it, but I hope it gets to be more than that. If you watch and it's an enjoyment for you and it does something for your life, great. But if you watch and you want to join my class, you're going to see, if you go on my Facebook site, if you see me on YouTube or wherever you are, I will be posting on those sites the link for the masterclass that I will be doing this Tuesday evening at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It will be no more than an hour to an hour and a half class. I'll be doing some additional master classes, not really different, but pretty much hitting the same topic for the next 3 weeks so that by the 4th week, I can launch an event, which will be a class that you can pay for to join. It won't be a whole lot of money, but you can pay for to join in and get all the deep details of what I'll be talking about. But for now, these are free classes. Everything's free. And I'll continue to offer free stuff. But I really just wanted to dig in a little bit on that question. Authenticity or perfection? Perfection or authenticity? Sure, perfection would be great. And that doesn't mean you can't hone your craft to the point where you're smooth as silk. What you do is great. You look good, you sound good. You're not stumbling and bumbling. You know, the hairs are in place. That's great. But don't wait for that. Don't let that stop you. Move forward anyway. If you're afraid, do it afraid. If you have to fake it till you make it, then fake it till you make it. As long as you're not faking knowledge, you can pretend to be brave. And amazingly, as you pretend, the bravery starts to build up and you find yourself being brave. I was kind of scared to do the first one because I didn't know what I was doing or how to do it. I didn't have a team around me. But I'm getting more and more used to it. And the other thing I admit, there was some vanity in there because I thought, what if no one listens? But now I'm at a place where I kind of am okay with that because I'm doing what I was called to do. Whether you're called to listen to me or not, I was called to do this. And so I'm fulfilling my calling by doing this. And I'm excited. And if you want to feel the same way, come along this journey with me. We can work on it together. I'd love to hold your hand and you hold mine, and we move forward and try to figure out how can we become the leaders that we know we are inside of us? How can we develop that, fan that flame of leadership that's inside your heart? So on September 9th, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'll be launching my first masterclass, and the title is The Top 5 Mistakes Women in Business Make when they're trying to move up the ranks. And again, if a man comes in, I am not going to kick you out. Doesn't matter how young or how old you are. These are principles that apply to our life. And my hope and belief is that at the end of it, you will have some things you can do to look inside yourself so you can prepare yourself better for moving up the rank in your business, in your career, your profession, your personal life, because it could impact all of that. It certainly did for me, and it continues to do so. So in the meantime, this is Diana Alexander. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm out.